Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World, and I wanted to talk about something I just saw in the news in Atlanta. There's a rapper by the name of Blac Youngsta, Blacyyoungsta, Youngsta with an A, who was detained by police in Atlanta, and he was detained and put in handcuffs in the parking lot because he tried to make a withdrawal of about $200,000 out of Wells Fargo Bank. And it turns out that, it was his money. And we know that him being a black youngster is probably what led the bank and the police to have suspicion of him. We know this is racism. This is what they call banking while black. And it's atrocious. It's not cool. It's unfair. It's wrong. It's happened to me, in terms of not me being handcuffed, but the eyes of suspicion. I've never withdrawn $200,000 in cash from the bank, but I've withdrawn some decent amounts of money. And sometimes, no matter who you are as a black man, you feel a little bit awkward going into a bank and withdrawing any large amount of money because they're gonna, a lot of times they may look at you funny because they're not used to black people having that kind of money. Now his real name is Sam Benson. He says he's a millionaire. I'm trying to figure out where he made his money at because I've never heard of a rapper named Blac Youngsta, but hey, maybe he's got a lot of heat in the underground market. He says that he and his entourage stopped by Wells Fargo during a tour stop in Atlanta, but his plan was to purchase a Mercedes Maybach S600 worth $189,000. They said he was confronted by police with guns drawn, etc., etc., etc. And he says that they targeted me because I was young and black and I had too much money. And, he says it feels good to be legit, and I'm happy for him for being legit. And I think this is obviously a travesty. Let's see here. Yeah, so here's what I wanted to throw in real quick. Clearly, we know this is wrong. That's kind of settled. It's kind of clear. One thing I want to throw out there too, in terms of thinking about money, is really be careful about what you spend your money on and how you think about money. A lot of rappers, unfortunately, have been really brainwashed to give their money away to white people, for things that don't add any value to their lives. It's not to say that a black man can't have a Maybach. I'm not saying that. But you're more likely to see a rapper pull out $200K for a Maybach than you are to see them pull out $200K to invest in a mutual fund or to buy a home or to invest in some land or to build a school. And so what I really would love to see is for the rappers that come from these hoods, that come from these places that are impoverished, where people are struggling, to take that money and make investments in the community. And I'm not talking about giving money away. I'm not talking about charity. Charity is not an investment. Giving away free turkeys and free basketballs and all that, that's nice, but that's not an investment. An investment is when you say, I want 3,000 kids a year in my neighborhood to get a great education. So I'm Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to take, instead of taking this $5 million and buying a car and bragging on Instagram about the fact that I just bought a $5 million car from a white person, I'm going to take $5 million. I'm going to build a school. And that school is going to educate 3,000 black kids a year. So over 10 years, we're going to educate 30,000 young children who will be educated at the highest levels to lead the next generation. That's an investment because an investment is something where you put money into something and you get more money back. When you put more money into a Maybach, you ain't getting shit back. That car will depreciate into almost nothing the minute you drive that sucker off the lot. Not into nothing, but you can't sell it for nearly as much as you bought it for. And if you hold it for 5 or 10 years, that car's value will depreciate to probably less than half of what you paid for it. So you're effectively giving money away to these white people where they're going to take this money, they're going to make investments with that money. They're going to go buy stocks and bonds with their money. They're going to go put that money in real estate, in buying land and things like that. They may buy a Maybach or two after it's all said and done, but investing versus spending is like eating your vegetables before you eat dessert. If all you do is live off a chocolate cake, you're going to get fat, you're going to get sick, and you're going to die, and you're going to erode. But if you eat your vegetables and then have a little cake afterward, ain't nothing wrong with that. So the analogy is that if you don't invest, and if all you do is consume, and consume buying cars and going to the club and throwing it up and buying nonsense, buying big chains that weigh 50 pounds, then what's going to happen is you're going to be like that kid who lives off a chocolate cake. You're going to get you're financially obese, you're going to get financially sick, and you're going to endure a horrific financial economic death. So if you want a Maybach, that's cool. Get you a Maybach at some point, but never spend more money on your Maybach than you spend on your mutual fund. You should never spend more money on your jewelry than you spend on real estate or building things for your community or investing in businesses in your community. Building infrastructure. That's how you develop wealth. You don't develop wealth by consuming all of your money. That's a little bit like maybe getting a bunch of seeds. Somebody gives you a bunch of seeds to plant on your farm, and you say, no, we're gonna eat the seeds. We're just gonna eat the seeds, and we're not gonna grow anything. And then next thing you know, you're starving to death. So to Blac Youngsta, I say congratulations on being young, black, and rich. I'm sure that feels great. I hope all the money's legit. I mean, it seems like it is. I mean, again, I don't know where the money's coming from, but I assume it's coming from something, something righteous or whatever. But don't just get your money from a righteous source. Do something righteous with that money. If you care about your people, I mean, if you really care about your hood, then you'll invest in your hood. That's how you build. You invest. You don't build by wasting money on silly stuff. So anyway, once again, Wells Fargo took a black eye on this. You got to be more cautious about how you deal with things, and they deserve to be embarrassed over this incident because he shouldn't have been treated that way. And I wish him the best. But just be smart with your money. Black people, don't give all your money away. That's not how we're going to build a strong future for our community. All right, everybody. Well, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World in the Black Business School. If you want to study finance under me, you can join the Black Wealth Boot Camp, which that's behind me. So I'm not young, black, and rich. I'm just middle-aged, black, and educated. So we teach over 1,000 students a year on financial literacy and all kinds of stuff. So you can learn about that at the blackwealthbootcamp.com. Also, you can join the Black Business School. It's all about learning how all this works so that we can truly be empowered in the next generation. We can't just keep giving our money away to white people. That's not a winning strategy, because when you give all your money away to white people, you got to go back to those same white people to beg for a job so you can get enough money to live. That's not fun. All right, everybody. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.